stand on the deck at any elite session, and the strangest thing is how little effort you can see. Nobody's training, the water barely makes any sound, and they're faster than everybody watching this. And this is not about the fitness, and it's not about the talent either, but it's the 3 habits that nobody teaches you, and they're all 3 about from what you stop doing. Hi, I'm Alex Coci. I'm a former Olympian. I swam for my home country, Romania, in 2012 Olympics in 200 butterfly. Now, one of the things that I'm going to talk today is the master switch. And once you find it, the other 2 just happened on their own. Now, by the end of the stroke, you feel lighter with the same pace. So the first one starts with your hands. The secret number 1 is that elite swimmers have soft hands. Now, let me tell you something. The harder you clamp your fingers shut, the less water you actually hold. Now, watch your hands into your next swim. If your fingers are clamped tight and the hand is rigid, the tension doesn't really stay here, but it also goes into your forearm, into your shoulders, and now what you're doing, you're actually swimming with the brakes half on. Now, a lot of people actually does this because gripping feels like a commitment, right? You're working hard, it feels tense, therefore you're working hard. Now, it's the same thing like holding a pen too tight. Your handwriting gets worse and not better, and your hand will hurt as well after writing 1 page. Now, let me tell you something. Whenever I was training for London Olympics, we actually had sets designed, like drill sets, that we swam with fingers out, deliberately spread apart, just to break that habit of squeezing. I hated it at first, but guess what? It actually worked. So what elite swimmers actually do is hold the hand soft with a small gap between the fingers, because a slight open hand behaves like a bigger one. Now, here is how you should apply this. Now, let the fingers be relaxed until they're barely touching, and let the water actually do the shaping and not your muscles. Now, do this whenever you're sitting. Hold your hand flat and squeeze it and clamp it as hard as you can. And try to notice that it goes in the forearm, it goes in the shoulders, and everything tightens up. Now, let it go to be that soft. Basically, that's exactly what you're actually carrying every single stroke if you clamp your hands. Now, in your next swim, do 650s, 20 seconds rest in between, thinking about nothing except those loose hands. Most swimmers actually find out that the pace actually comes back 2 to 3 seconds per each 50, and the shoulders will stop aching too. But if you don't know if you're swimming tense or not and you want feedback on your stroke, join my Ocean Swim School, link in the description down below. And something else that nobody ever told you, that your arm is allowed to be heavy. The secret number 2, the recovery arm is a dead weight. Now, here's the part that actually looks wrong to you until you actually try it. The arms coming over should be doing nothing at all. Now, most adult swimmers, they leave their hand, they carry it forward, and they place it, which is 3 muscular job on the arm that isn't in the water. So basically, it's not moving you anywhere, right? Now, this happens because that's the only part of the stroke that you can actually see it and you feel like it should matter the most. A heavy gait on good hinges is the honest version. So put it once and it swings for the rest of the way by itself. Push it all the way around and you're fighting a gait that was already doing the job. Now, what do I mean by that? And what elite swimmers actually do is let the shoulder rotation, throw the arm forward and get out of the way. Now, here is how to apply this. Lead with a high and relaxed elbow. Let the forearm hang underneath it and let the hand fall into the water rather than placing it. Now, let's try it standing anywhere. Rotate your shoulder side to side, let the one arm swing completely loose, and watch how far forward it actually travels on its own. Now, in the water, single arm freestyle, other arm at your side, 2 450s with 20 seconds rest. And the only rule is that the recovery arm stays floppy. That's basically worth roughly about 10% of each length that was costing you before, which over 1 kilometer, that's a lot. Now, if you want to go deeper, everything in the description down below. Now, the last one is actually the one that controls both of the others. Secret number 3, your face is the master switch. Now, here's something that nobody actually talks about. Whatever the jaw is doing, the rest of your body actually copies. Now, clench your jaw, wrinkle your forehead, and neck braced against the water. Do it right now. It sounds small, but it isn't, because a tight neck actually pulls your head fractionally higher, a higher head drops your hips, and now you're basically dragging in the water. Now this happens because we brace against the things that we're actually concentrating on, and you've been concentrating probably for months. Sitting in the traffic with your jaw clenched is basically the same deal. You've done nothing physically for 40 minutes and you get out tired. And what elite swimmers actually do is keep their face slack even at the race pace. So they use the exhale to actually hold it in there. Now here is how you should apply it too. Let your jaw hang loose and hum your air out slowly underwater instead of blowing it hard, because you cannot hum and clench at the same time, which that's why it actually works. In my previous video I spoke about where power goes into the catch. Link will be at the end of the video, but none of this will work if you have a tight body. Now stand up, clench your jaw as hard as you can and lift your arms overhead. Then unclench and do it again. Now your shoulder will move further for the second time, every single time, and you're gonna feel a big difference. In the pool, do 4 times 100 easy with 30 seconds rest, humming the whole way, checking on your jaw every single turn. Heart rate usually will settle about 10 to 15 beats lower at the same speed, which tells you that the effort was never doing anything useful. And once you relax, you can suddenly keep going, and most swimmers have no idea how to structure that distance. And that's exactly what my video about swimming endurance video covers. Link should be at the end of the video. Now, a reminder. Your face, your jaw, your hands should feel like they're doing nothing at all. And the only place you should feel like real work is your back and the side of your ribs. If you notice that your forearm is burning, or you finish a length and your jaw is sore, the effort has gone to the places that were never going to move you forward. Now let me tell you about some of the benefits. The first thing you're actually going to notice is actually the sound. Less splash, less thrashing in the water, and the stroke actually feels like almost boring compared to what you used to. Boring is the goal, boring is actually fast. An open water swimmer I coached last year came to me convinced that he needed a bigger engine, right, like everybody else. He was training 5 times a week. We spent 4 weeks of doing nothing but relax his body and having loose hands. After that, he knocked 90 seconds on his 1500 in training. And that's exactly what a relaxed swimming actually buys you. Not a softer swim, but actually a cheaper one, because every single muscle you're holding in tight is burning oxygen that is not moving you anywhere. Elite swimmers are not relaxed because they are fast. They are fast because they are relaxed. Here, you're not getting stronger, you're getting smarter. Same effort, double the results. And if you want me to actually look at your stroke and tell you exactly what's costing you, join my Ocean Swimming School, link in the description down below. Drop a comment if you're gonna try to have loose hands this week and tell me which one of the 3 you're actually feeling guilty of, because I read every single comment and like and subscribe. But now, if you know where that effort has been leaking, but if you're still gasping at the end of each length, none of this will actually hold, because you cannot relax anything while you're short of air, and that's a different problem in the next video that I didn't even cover right now, the freestyle breathing video. Now stay tuned for more videos just like this. See you in the pool.